All right, this is like take number 3 because apparently my brain is not working. So, Orange Crush workout number 13, or workout 13. For the general warm-up, we're going to do the dynamic warm-up down and back across the floor. I do want you to throw in 1 or 2, or like 2 or 3 variations of the dynamic warm-up, whether that's just a variation in one of the movements that we normally do, or whether that's throwing in something a little bit differently, maybe like a squat hold at the end, having people grab onto a rack and working into a squat position, or maybe that's like a couple of crawls down and back, whatever. I just want to get a little bit of variation in there so it's not the same general warm-up that we always do. Then, explaining the workout, what we have. 2 stations. Each station you're going to work for 14 minutes, and you are working with partners. So partner A at station 1 is on the rower, while partner B works through 1 round of 10 step-ups, 12 each side, half kneeling overhead presses, and 16 sit-ups. And sorry, that is 10 on each side of those step-ups. After partner B completes that 1 round, they swap, so they're on the rower, while partner B while their other partner is working through the step-ups, overhead presses, and sit-ups. Other half of things is very similar. 1 partner is on the bike, while the other partner works through 10 on each side of a single leg RDL, 12 on each side of a gorilla row, and 16 each side of a flutter kick. Yeah, so that's the format. Explaining that, and then for the specific warm-up, they're going to go through 3 rounds of, I would say, 6 on each side of the step-ups, or of the step-ups and the RDLs, and then 8 on each side of the half-kneeling overhead presses and of the gorilla rows. So again, 3 rounds, 6 of the step-ups and RDLs, 8 of the overhead presses and gorilla rows. First round, nice, easy, kind of cruise through it, get their heart rate up a little bit more, and get used to the movement. Second round, doing the weight that they think that they would typically do for that. And then third round, trying a slightly heavier weight just to feel it out, just to say, hey, can I challenge myself and go a little heavier, go a little harder today? Then make sure you give them a couple minutes after they've gone through those couple of practice rounds. Give them 2 minutes, make sure you're sending them to where you want them to start, having them pick their final weights, and then, yeah, getting after it. I'll demo everything and I'll talk about weights. So step-ups, these can be body weight, but these can definitely be weighted as well. What we're looking for if we're weighting any of these movements, or with the weights for these movements, I should say, is that we do want to go pretty challenging because they are just doing 1 round of each, and probably total in the workout, they're only going to get about 2 rounds in. So like at station A, they're probably going to get 2 rounds of the row and 2 rounds of the step-ups, presses, and sit-ups. So we want to make it pretty decently heavy and challenging. So definitely a lot of people can probably weight those step-ups. I wouldn't be too picky of which leg they have that weight on. Whatever helps them to feel more balanced, basically. Yeah, those are your step-ups. Like I said, they can definitely weight them. Generally, I would say ladies 12, 15, or 18 inches. Guys 15, 18, or 21 inches. You can always add a blue plate, a 45-pound plate, onto the 18 to make it 21. Then for those half-kneeling overhead presses, we're going to go with dumbbell the opposite of the knee that's forward. And we've got 12 each side there. These do tend to be a little bit harder than a normal overhead press. So I would say, weight-wise, you're going to be wanting ladies, try to not let any ladies go lighter than maybe 15-ish pounds. And guys, probably no lighter than 22.5, generally speaking. Yeah, and then sit-ups, you know the different variations. Legs straight, arms straight, throwing the hands, strict, butterfly, etc. So that's station 1. Other side of things, people will have a pair of kettlebells. So you're likely going to want to switch people up and pair people up based on them using the same kettlebells, and then maybe like split the class up so that way you don't have a whole bunch of ladies that are all trying to use the pink kettlebells when we only have 2 pairs of them. Because like I said, they will need a pair of kettlebells. Those single leg RDLs, here holding it in the opposite side hand, making sure we're hinging, so soft bend in that knee, pushing the hips back behind us, coming down. I would make sure to tell people the goal is not to touch the floor. The goal is to keep a nice flat back, to keep a nice neutral spine, and get down to as low as we can while keeping tension on the hamstrings. So for a lot of people, that might just be down to slightly below the knee and back. That's totally fine. Also, you just want to make sure that this is a conditioning workout. So if they can get lower while maintaining a neutral spine, but they get really wobbly and it takes them 10 minutes to get through a set of 10 on each side because they're focused so much on the balance, they're probably a little better off to go a little bit lighter and be able to move a little quicker. So 10 each side of those single leg RDLs. Then for the gorilla rows, I'll show you from the side first. People are going to want to take a nice wide stance because they want to drop that butt down low, be able to look forward, and then rowing, alternating 12 on each side, so 24 total. Lastly, it is flutter kicks. So hands under the butt, and then we're alternating 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, up to 12, or sorry, up to 16 on each side, so 32 total. Weight-wise, I would say ladies, pink, blue, maybe yellow if they're feeling strong. Guys, black, yellow, maybe black if they're feeling strong. Again, you want it to be a weight that is challenging, is not just super easy to cruise through, but at the same time is not crushing them. This is a conditioning workout. We want to keep them moving. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. That's all I got.